Day 243 for the vlog. The day rating was a 7. Started out with a regular walk. I think the pup and I got out there early enough where there wasn't anyone else out there, which was nice. We went out for a solid 35 minutes, almost. It was probably 30, right on 35. And it was a little bit chilly, so I had little warm-ups on. Plus, I think I noticed walking the pup, it's different because it's so stop and go with her. She likes to sniff everything, and if someone opens the door, she has to turn around and look to see who it is. Until those moments of stop, your body cools down. But it's different if I'm just constantly walking or running. It's not nearly as bad. So I try to wear the warm-ups when it gets a little bit chilly, because I notice I get colder just going at a slower pace and stopping so much with her. But not that it's any offense to her. I want her to sniff, and I believe it wears out for some of her mental senses too, that kind of have that time to sniff things out and figure out what it is. It's almost like a brain exercise for them. So it makes them mentally tired and not just physically to go on walks. So I try to give her a little bit of both. I think it's doing alright. She stopped chewing on the pillows and the blankets and my shoes. I think it's been about 2 months, so that's good. The other thing was we had a work Halloween half-day party-ish thing. It was work. We were all clocked in, but we had events scattered out throughout the day or sprinkled in. And costumes were optional. I always like to wear ones. I think it makes the day more fun. And plus it just gets you out of the slacks and t-shirt. So, something I'm a fan of. And because of everything going on with the family, I didn't have as much time and thought to put in. Probably more thought. I hadn't enough time. I just didn't have the thought to dedicate to having a costume or put an idea together. And normally I do, but this year it's like I don't know what to do. And we briefly talked about a group costume where we would do the Wizard of Oz, which would be kind of fun. Mainly because Nick does this really good, what is it, a cowardly lion, fine, who's king of the forest, and rough. He does that. I did it half-hearted, but he does it really, really well. And I think if he did that a couple times, he'd probably win the costume contest, or a group contest even, the group contest for us. But no go for that. Anyways, so my idea was I had a onesie of Chewbacca that I wore, and I was just gonna wear that and be simple. And then I happened to look through my mask. I have a bunch of little things I got last year. We did a little costume Halloween party contest for my ex and her 2 kids since COVID and the pandemic. I wanted them to still feel like they had something to do. So I created this massive game for them to play with a bunch of costumes and trivia. Anyways, I had this mask picked out in the box, and so let me look through the box, see if I can find anything. And I found almost like a scary mask of a bear that matched the color of the Chewbacca outfit. So I wore that, and I just joked around, and I said, we were like, you're Chewbacca, but you're not the nice one. Like, what do you mean? This is his mask, right? Maybe I should just get it real quick. I said, this is his mask, right? I was like, this is the one that they shipped me. Obviously it looks nothing like Chewbacca, but it's just scary with kind of the button eyes and the bloodied teeth. Yeah, I've gotten a couple people at work scared from that one, but so like, let me just wear it for fun. I don't know if everyone got it, the idea, but I had fun wearing it around. And then I had a pumpkin, and I thought, well, if I'm gonna do Chewbacca, maybe I'll stick with a Star Wars theme. So what else can I do? And give me a little credit. The coloring, the marker started dying out. I did like a really quick sketch of Grogu, baby Yoda, if you will. And you could see like right in the middle there, like looked green, good coloring on the top. And as I was working my way down, the marker started to die, so it looked terrible. But then I took it in anyways. Like it's done. That's what I wanted to do. It didn't get filled in as much as I wanted, but I did what I could. And then they gave us a piece of paper and said, write what the theme is, or and your name, or what character, whatever it is you're doing, so people know what it is, and it'll just help get votes. So this is what I did. I was hoping someone would say like da 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 da. Obviously it's a Star Wars theme, but I thought I'd get people to laugh at it and be like, that was kind of clever and fun, and get some votes. I don't know how many votes I did or didn't get. I didn't win the costume, which I shouldn't have. It was a onesie. I didn't really do anything to it, and I didn't win the pumpkin contest. And so I think this was the first year I didn't win any of them, but not a big deal. I still had my fun. And then the games that we played, we did the first one, mummification, where you wrap someone around toilet paper or some kind of something to make them look like a mummy. I can't remember I think we used ribbon one year. Ribbon, or those little birthday streamers, flyer things. I can't remember what they're called. Paper mache? No. Something. You get the idea. One of those things for birthdays. And that's what we did. And this year it was a 3-person contest, groups of 3, and there was only 3 groups. And the one person had to sit in the chair, and the other 2 people were responsible for getting toilet paper and wrapping them up as a mummy. So we did that. I did it with my buddies Javi and Nick. I think we lost. We would have gotten, I think, second, but the one group finished and they called it game and they won, which was fine. It was fun. The original idea was to sit me down and spin me because I'm lighter. They said it's gonna be easier to spin you, and then one person get the toilet paper and then wrap. And for some reason they both just abandoned the idea and just started wrapping me. And one of the guys got dizzy, had to stop, take a 10-12 second breather and start up again. I don't know if that would have even won. The other girls were pretty far ahead. And we had about another third of the toilet paper to get through. But then we had a little break, had lunch, came back, played bingo. We're really close to bingo, but there was only 5 winners, and yeah, I just didn't win the bingo. And there was a crumble cookie or a small gift card, and it might have been a cup, a mug. And then we played movie trivia, which I didn't think I was going to get. I haven't seen a lot of the classic horror film Halloween movies, and I talked to my buddy Nick about it afterwards to be like, hey, what was this and that? And I was like, I told him it was a good combination of 3 good easy ones, 4 kind of middle, and like 3 hard where you really had to know the story, where it was really a detailed part. Like one was The Shining, the wife goes and looks at the typewriter, and what does it say? It was 2 or 3 sentences. And I was like, I don't know. Like, I've seen the movie one time. And I think it was last year because my buddy Nick let me borrow it. Anyways, so that wasn't a bust, but it was a bust because they had movie clips to kind of watch and like what was the next phrase or what did they say here or whatever. And then it was on a jump drive. The jump drive got put in a new computer. The new computer didn't have the video player, so they had to improvise a little bit. And then after that we do another game. We did musical chairs. And musical chairs, there was about 12 or 14 of us. And I was, I think, the third person out. I was a little bit traumatized when my buddy Nick, from like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I was getting ready to sit, and he swiped the chair as I was sitting, and I just, boom, fell down on the ground. Anyways, so I didn't win that one. And then there was, guess how many candy are in the jar? There was, I think, 95, I guess 77 or 78. So I didn't win that one. There was, guess how big the pumpkin weighs. It was a 25 pound, I guessed 47, I think it was. It was pretty big. So I guessed on the heavier side. And then the pumpkin, didn't win that either. So didn't win much. But they fed us a good lunch, so that was nice. And then afterwards came back, walked the dog again, played with her. Dad called and said, hey, I need to meet up. We need to go get some flowers. Let's get them from Costco. So I went to the other side of town. We got into Costco, found 4 sets of flowers for the services tomorrow. All purple in memory of my grandma. And we got those, and he said, hey, let's go eat. Do you want to go eat? Yeah, sure, always want to go eat with you, Dad. So we went to go eat. We had Chili's, which big fan of. I was trying to find something close that wasn't too far away from my dad's hotel. I offered him to stay here, didn't want to. We wanted to be close to the church and services over there. So I said, okay, whatever you want. And so we found something about 2 miles away. And really weird coincidence, my brother's work friend was there, sitting right behind us. And as he was getting ready to leave, he got up and said, Chris? He's like, Brian? This is like the 3rd or 4th time it's happened that he's met someone from work at some event that we go to. And so one was snowboarding, skiing last year. And then he met a buddy golfing. And then today at the dinner. Anyways. And came back, walked the dog again, played with her about 30 minutes. She was like, okay, get quick playtime, but I gotta do work. She was like, no, I want to play. I was like, I can't. I really need to finish this. And I was finishing typing up my speech/eulogy. I feel like it's more of a speech. It's my understanding that eulogies can be more of the story of someone, like life, growing up, middle, towards the end kind of thing. And this was more of moments what I thought are important, highlights of the person I thought she was, and that I hope that we'll continue to remember. And so I was trying to finish that, and I had a lot of the ideas down. I'm really happy with what I have. I don't know if I'm going to share it on here. I think that'll probably stay with something between me and my family that attend. But it's in, it's done. I might handwrite it out one more time tomorrow morning, just to help get some of the emotion out so I can read it clearly up there. when it's my turn to talk. And with that, that was my day. 100 push-ups are done. No run for the day. No lifting. It's more of a family mental day. But services are tomorrow, and that's what I'm focused on right now. So I'm going to call it a night. Thank you for the day. So run your life with health and happiness, and have a good night.